A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant ruling on July 8, 2025, the Supreme Court has allowed President Donald Trump's controversial plans to downsize the federal workforce to proceed. Despite widespread concerns about the potential loss of critical government services and the impact on hundreds of thousands of federal employees, the court's decision overrides lower court orders that had temporarily halted the cuts, which have been spearheaded by the Department of Government Efficiency. The justices issued an unsigned order stating that they were not addressing specific cuts but were merely responding to an executive order from Trump and an administration directive for agencies to implement job reductions. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson stood alone in dissent, expressing alarm over what she termed her colleagues' demonstrated enthusiasm for greenlighting this president's legally dubious actions in an emergency posture. Jackson cautioned that the executive action could lead to mass employee terminations and the dismantling of essential federal programs. This ruling marks another significant victory for Trump, who has consistently argued that he has a mandate from voters to reshape the federal government. He previously appointed billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk to lead the initiative through the Department of Government Efficiency, though Musk has since stepped down from the role. The ramifications of this decision are already being felt, with tens of thousands of federal workers having been dismissed, opting for deferred resignation programs, or placed on leave. While there is no official count of the total job losses, reports indicate that over 75,000 federal employees have taken deferred resignations, and thousands of probationary workers have been let go. In a prior ruling, U.S. District Judge Susan Ilston determined that Trump's administration required congressional approval to make substantial cuts to the federal workforce. A panel from the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals upheld Ilston's order by a 2-to-1 vote, asserting that the downsizing could have far-reaching consequences, including detrimental effects on the nation's food safety system and veterans' health care. Ilston had instructed various federal agencies to cease actions based on the president's workforce executive order signed in February, as well as subsequent memos from the Department of Government Efficiency and the Office of Personnel Management. The labor unions and nonprofit organizations that challenged the downsizing presented the justices with examples of potential cuts, suggesting that some agencies could see reductions of 40% to 50%. Major cities including Baltimore, Chicago, and San Francisco joined in the lawsuits against the federal workforce reductions. In a joint statement, the plaintiffs expressed their dismay, stating, "Today's decision has dealt a serious blow to our democracy and put services that the American people rely on in grave jeopardy. This decision does not change the simple and clear fact that reorganizing government functions and laying off federal workers en masse haphazardly without any congressional approval is not allowed by our Constitution." The Supreme Court's ruling affects a wide range of federal agencies, including the Departments of Agriculture, Energy, Labor, Interior, State, Treasury, and Veterans Affairs, as well as the National Science Foundation, Small Business Administration, Social Security Administration, and Environmental Protection Agency. The case will now continue in the lower court, with Judge Ilston overseeing the proceedings as the implications of this ruling unfold across the federal landscape. The political fallout from this decision is likely to reverberate throughout the country as the administration ramps up its efforts to implement these workforce reductions. As the debate continues, many are left wondering how these changes will impact the essential services that millions of Americans rely on every day. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.